This is kind of dangerous. Dangerous to have the coffee next to the paint water, but you know what? This coffee has a lid, so it gets a pass. So the first thing that I do, I'm gonna choose pink as always. Let's liquefy this guy. Liquefy. I love things by windowsills. It has a teacup, therefore you know it's a good reference. If your reference doesn't have a teacup, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Anyway, find a teacup and paint it. That is the meaning of life. It's the joy in the world. I also wanted to let you know that I have a super cool thing called the Small Joys Club. Discover and spread the small joys of the world, because joy doesn't have to be big to be impactful. When you join the Small Joys Club, not only do you help massively support me in my art career, but you also receive a postcard print in the mail every month with a letter from me about the small joy that I discovered this month. Excited about my teacup. I kind of use the reference as like a starting point, a jumping off point, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's just have some fun. Let's just paint. Let's just groove. Let's live our lives free of influence. Yes, that is gorge. What does CoverGirl say? Beautiful, perfect CoverGirl? No, it's something else. You know what? I'm gonna remember it at a halfway point in this video, and then I'm gonna randomly be like, CoverGirl. The most important thing is that you just feel like yourself, like you're having fun as you paint. For the flowers, it's okay to be descriptive if you want to be descriptive, if that's how you want to live your life. I don't know if it's how I want to live mine. If that's the case, that's okay. I took this like yellow color and just touched the edges of my flower. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta kind of nudge the paint where you want it to be. You don't have to be too specific. Sometimes the paint knows exactly what it's doing. Sometimes the paint is just living its best life, and you just got to get out of your paint's way and just be like, okay, paint, I understand, I get it, I get what you want to do here, even if you don't get it, even though you don't quite get it. That's sort of what abstraction's kind of all about, right? It's like not quite understanding what's going on, but by the end of it, you're like, you know what? I think I've accomplished something here. It's also important to like think of art as kind of a meditative process. Like you're just here to throw color around and have fun. You're not here to make anything super duper specific, because if that's the case, anytime I let myself feel like that when I paint, I end up like hating painting. Like I'll sit there and get very frustrated with the end result of what's going on, like what's happening. And that's not the point of art. Like art doesn't exist to frustrate you. There's this concept, I'm really into like manifestation, which states you worship the creator, not the creation. Meaning you worship where the art comes from rather than the art itself. It's understanding that art is just you choosing to sit down and make something special, you know? It's not like when I'm done with this painting, it won't be this painting that's the art, it's the process I went through to make it. And that's really a callback to, like, if you want to get super historical about it, I believe Andrew Jackson, not Andrew Jackson, Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock was the person that kind of popularized artwork as an action. If you don't know Jackson Pollock, he's the dude that made all those wild drip paintings. His paintings got famous because of these photographs that were taken while he was painting. And he was actually like one of the first artists who sold his art for $1 million while he was alive. Isn't that just so crazy? Usually artists have to meet their end to make that kind of money, but not Jackson Pollock. Dude got that bag while he was alive. Whether you like his stuff or not, you know, that's another story, but it is a really impactful and important concept, right? To see artwork as a process rather than a product. That's just sort of where my brain is at. Whenever I sit down to paint, I make it a priority to really like just love the process of painting. You notice right there I didn't really like my edge, and if you ever dislike something in your watercolor, just little circles. I wonder if that works for life too. Next time I get stressed out in life, I'm just gonna walk in little circles, and I wonder if that'll help out. I wonder if that'll make me feel less stressed. That is close enough. That is close enough to what I envisioned. Sometimes that's all you can ask for. Close enough. Yeah, see, perfect. See, you can always work with stuff. That's why you never gotta worry. That's why you never gotta worry. and just keep on going. I kind of like the idea of this yellow color kind of being the light that comes in like that. Let's see what happens there. Yes! She's beauty, she's grace, she's Miss United States. And by the way, if you are painting along with me, like and just chilling, I would absolutely love to see your paintings or drawings if you want to tag me on Instagram in them. Like high key, would love that. Anytime you want nice and smooth lines, remember to breathe. Getting good at painting is just getting good at fixing the weirdness that happens while you paint. Because you're just endlessly like learning, like what is this medium gonna do? And once you figure it out, which, do you ever figure it out? Do you ever really figure it out? I don't know. I'm looking for some wobbliness. People don't really like to talk about how wobbly life is. They want it to all be perfectly straight, and no, life is wobbly, okay? Let it be wobbly. Now, technically, this should not be like a see-through vase, but I love see-through vases. So I'm gonna make a little see-through vase. Will that look weird? It might look weird now that I'm looking at it. I can like see it before it happens. I got the future vision and I'm thinking it'll look weird. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna add another vase behind it. There's a totally high chance that this could mess up my whole painting. But if it messes up my whole painting, we can just start another one. You know, you can just start another one. Oh, shoot. I splattered on it. I'm gonna pick it up. Hi Tezu, welcome. Don't jump up here. See, there you go, fixed it. Now I just get to contemplate and face the fact that I might add another vase in there and really question if this is the right choice for me. Maybe it's the universe saying, don't do it, don't add the vase. In which case I want to add the vase more. Now that Tazo's in my lap, we can finish this thing up. Where was I? I was contemplating the existence of another vase. I am gonna add another vase right here. Do I like that? You won't know unless you try. That's the thing with painting. A lot of times I find that like people are too afraid to like take a risk or put something new in there. And it's like, you won't know unless you try, and it's just paper. It is just paper. You can get another sheet of paper. So I think I like it. I think that is a beautiful addition. I think it's gonna be gorge. I think it's gonna be gorgeous. I think I would like some more pink flowers, please. Curvy moment. Oh, do I like that? That's too pointy. That is too pointy. There we go. Now I'm gonna grab some of my green and I'm gonna do what I have wanted to do for millions of years. Yes, I like that. That is my whole jam. The entire thing, the entire jar of jam, that's it. And now I'm getting to a point in this painting where I have to consolidate resources. I think what I want to do here is, well, first let's add in my blue, because if I don't have my blue settled, then that could cause some problems. So what I always do is I put down a lot of pigment and then clean water, and I drag that guy around. Drag him through the mud. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. This is what I'm doing with my life. Now, a little striped napkin, add some visual interest. How nice is that? Tazo's still in my lap, by the way. Maybe I should zoom it out so you can see. My Tazo kitty! Let's go ahead and color in my blue teacup. I love my blue teacups. Hyperfixation who? Whenever you go to paint, think to yourself, what is my blue teacup? What do I love above all else in this world? Can't be blue teacups, because that belongs to me. I am loving this. You know what I'm not loving is this moment here. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of blue. I'm just doing small little circles to get rid of that guy. Something really fun to do with watercolor is called glazing. So once one layer has dried, you can go over top of it with another layer of a different color, and then both of those colors kind of shine through together to create like a more atmospheric effect, which is really nice. I love that. See, like this green that's happening here is really nice. It's like this muddy green, and I am all about that life. My favorite part is as you get to the end of your painting, you can kind of like start deciding where do you want to let go and where do you want to tighten up. Thinking of letting go a little bit. Carefully, carefully, do not touch the edge of my flower. Don't like this edge, so small circles, stat. There we go, I love it. See, now I'm sort of choosing all those little pink lines that I was drawing with in the beginning. I'm choosing where to keep them and where to get rid of them now. There, yes, that's exactly what I want. The very last moves that you make when you paint are sometimes the most important. Okay, Do I like that? I don't know. I think I liked that first stroke more. That's okay. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think what I might do is just, yeah, like a whole wash, and then I'll remake that stroke that I liked so much. Because really, like with watercolor paint, you start so delicately and really build yourself up. And so a lot of times I wait for my painting to dry and then I add those darkest moments around. That is not what I wanted to happen. This is technically my oil paint rag, but I think it'll do to pick this up, or it'll completely ruin it. Let's find out. You know what I really don't want it to ruin is my cute sweater. Alrighty, it is what it is. Let's see, maybe another blue moment up here. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, anyway, I think that's the universe giving us a sign that it is about time to call it a day. There we go. I hope that you find the humor in painting, that you don't always have to be so, I have to, because that's how I used to view painting. I used to view painting as super serious and requiring your entire focus, and oh my gosh, this is such a big deal. But it really isn't. It really is just color. It really is just color on paper. I hope you enjoyed the video for today. As always, spending any amount of time here on this channel with me is a gift. I really do consider it a gift, and for that, this humble artist says thank you.